Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. I have another food bank haul for you today. We got some pretty good goodies, so make sure you stay tuned and let's check out what I got. I am going to start off with the canned goods. Starting off, we have one number 10 mushrooms, pizza sauce, and spaghetti sauce, and this is the Red Gold brand, which is actually a really good tomato sauce company. We got a number 10 of peas and baked beans. So that'll be nice. Couple of cans of chilies, 2 things of peanut butter. We got a can of organic sweet potatoes, an additional can of chili, 2 progressive soups, some sweet peas, asparagus. Now I also just did a video on how to can your own asparagus. I can link that above and down below if you want to check that out. Now is a good time to be stocking up on some canned goods, so I just grabbed some that looked pretty good. I had heard on Chopped people getting whole canned chicken with the bone and everything in here, and apparently it smells pretty bad because they would gag and stuff. Now that I've started canning my own chicken, I am interested to see what that was like, so I went ahead and grabbed the whole can. These Bear Creek soups are pretty good, and they had a vegetable beef, so I grabbed one of those. For the fruits, we're allowed to get 2 per household. I grabbed a papaya. Looks pretty ripe, so we're gonna get this cut up and put in the freezer for smoothies. And then I grabbed a little bag of cucumbers. Then moving on to the breads, I grabbed 1 thing of cinnamon raisin bagels and this flax and sunflower seed bread. For the sweet treat, I was able to grab a container of double chocolate muffins. Those will go over well with the children. We had some heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream is something I always want to keep on hand, so I grabbed a quart of that. And then they had a gallon of whole milk, so I grabbed that. Then in the extra bin, they had this little cup of mixed fruit, and then some mango pico de gallo. And then they had like a pasta extra bin. For the 2 extra items I was able to get, I grabbed an almond nut thin cracker, and then this is a big thing of whole grain variety muffin mix, so that's a nice score. And then with the flours, I was able to grab this King Arthur all-purpose organic flour. It looks like it has a little hole in it, but it's taped over there. Looks like this was $11.99. That's outrageous for 5 pounds of flour. Whew. And then I was able to get a tricolor rotini, a little thing of quick barley, some wide home-style noodles, and then this was interesting. It's fettuccine, but it's oat fiber pasta, which is interesting. It's shelf-stable and it's kind of squishy, but it's really low carb. It's only got 1 carb, 3 grams of protein, so we'll give that a try. And then for the meats, I was able to grab this 4-pack of bacon cheddar burgers. And then this pack of ground beef, 85.15, has 3.5 pounds. So that's a pretty good score on the meat. Now that you saw what I got at the food bank, I'm going to be making a huge batch of spaghetti using some of those number 10 cans that we got. So stay tuned. If you like this kind of thing, pantry cooking and food bank hauls, make sure you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and press your notification bell so you'll see it every time I upload a video. Alright, let's get cooking. Alright, for tonight's dinner, I'm going to be making a giant pot of spaghetti meat sauce, and then I'm going to be portioning some in the freezer. So I'm going to do a total of 7 different pounds of meat. I'm going to do 2 pounds of turkey, 2 pounds of venison, 2 pounds of beef, and then 1 pound of this hot turkey sausage. And then I have onions and bell peppers cut up that I'm going to cook all the meat with. That way I just get a little bit of each meat out of my freezer, and it should give a good taste to the spaghetti sauce. So let's go ahead and get these browning, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Throw down some bacon grease. So this has just been sauteing for a couple of minutes. You can see some of those juices are starting to come out by the red from the peppers down there. And then I'm going to add all 7 pounds of meat at this point. Workout. I just added some seasonings to this. All I did was salt, pepper, and then some garlic powder. And we're going to mix that around. As you can see, there's not too much grease here. A little bit kind of the water stuff you get from the turkey. As salt's going to help draw out some more moisture, and we're just going to let this cook a little more to cook some of that water up. And hopefully get our meat a little more brown bits on there. As you can see, that salt really did bring out all that moisture. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this strained, and then I'll get my meat back in here, and then I will pour my sauce in there. Got that all strained off. My dog Jack will enjoy those drippings. And then I'm just going to take a piece of meat and try it, make sure I like the seasoning. Ooh, hot. And I do. Try and break it up a little more. I see some more big pieces. Now I'm going to add 3 cans of sauce. One of them is a spaghetti sauce. And then we have a pizza sauce, which is pretty much the same. Only difference is the spaghetti sauce has a little more sugar. And then I'm going to do a pasta sauce. I have them. Might as well use them. Get them out of my cupboard. And then make sure you're scraping these cans. You paid good money for all these ingredients. Make sure you get your money's worth. That's the biggest pot of spaghetti, yes. Oh, it's pretty good meat to sauce ratio there. And the last thing I'm gonna add is that number 10 can of mushrooms. Oh my gosh. Fling that anywhere. I'm gonna add a little more basil because, you know, why not? I ran out of my fresh grown basil this year. I'm gonna be growing a lot more. Never really realized how much I used it till I tried growing my own, and I was out of it instantly. Some pepper. And then some oregano. And all I'm going to do is to store this is fill up a gallon Ziploc bag. This is about 2/3 of the way full. Zip it close, lay it flat, and then we're gonna freeze it just like this so that way we can stack it in our freezer and we'll see how many I can get. Another thing I wanted to show you guys was this papaya. I don't know how many of you have ever had a papaya before. It's just this peach flesh here, perfect for like smoothies and stuff. It's super soft. Just trim the edges. It peels super easily. This one's overripe. Now that she is all peeled, I'm just going to cut it in half so it's a little easier to manage. Cut it in half, and you'll see all these beautiful seeds. That. Kind of like, they got like a gel coating to them. Now you are not supposed to eat these, so you're just gonna scrape these out like you would cantaloupe seeds. Okay, then all I'm just gonna do is just slice them up, cube them up, however you'd like. I'm gonna just freeze these to add to our smoothies. Make a nice tropical flavor. They say the best way to eat these is just to squeeze some fresh lime juice over them. Oh, it's really sweet. Yep. Definitely encourage you guys to try new fruits and new veggies this year. If you haven't tried anything new, you see a papaya, buy one. See how to, look up how to make it, look up how to cut it, look up how to prep it. Just figure out new stuff. You learn something new, try something new. Don't just do the same old, same old. I have never cut a pineapple, or I've never cut a papaya before. And look at that, just got it. And now it's gonna be a delicious addition to our smoothie. So we ended up using 3 cans of our pasta sauce, marinara, and pizza sauce. And then we used a number 10 can of mushrooms, 7 pounds of different kinds of meat. You guys know what you like. Use whatever kind of meat you prefer in your spaghetti sauce. I don't mind having a mixture, trying to use up what I got. That's what pantry cooking's all about, is using whatever you guys got. So don't be afraid of those number 10 cans. If you see those on sale or you're able to grab some of them, do it and make bulk amount of food for your family. I was able to get a gallon for tonight, and then I got 4 gallons that I'm gonna put in the freezer. And I have meals prepped and ready to go for whenever I just don't feel like cooking, and I'm just gonna whip up some spaghetti. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.